Welcome back to Network Africa. Now we're in Senegal, where the dance school founded by the mother of African dancers threatened with closure due to lack of funding. This will cut down the unique opportunity for young dancers to have a place where they can share their own traditional dances and where they're taught contemporary dance by visiting international artists. Now, as Nigeria looks forward to battle the indomitable Lions of Cameroon in the return leg of the 2018 World Cup qualifier later today, football fans in the country believe the Super Eagles have an advantage. The Super Eagles on Friday defeated the African champions 4-0 in Uyo to further extend their lead in the Group B to 9 points. Our sports correspondent Austin Okunakwan brings in this report.
So far, it's been a roller coaster ride for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in their quest to qualify for the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. The campaign kicked off in October last year in Ndola, Zambia.
Now, a chance and Nigeria scored. Put the change by passes by Nigeria. Chance now for Nigeria. Mwen has been drawn out of his line opportunity and they scored. 2-0 Nigeria lead here.
The fans loved the result, but of course they wanted more. And against Algeria in Rio, the Eagles improved.
Victor Moses. Oh, the pass came a bit too late. And a shot. And it is a goal. Victor Moses at the shot. And the fans have gone wild here. Ahmed Musa coming forward. And a goal opportunity. Victor Moses. Oh, that is the prophetic rap to Jose George. That's the icing of the cake. Here they come.
And for more on the 2018 World Cup, we're now being joined by Punch newspaper sports correspondent Tana Ayejina. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So in a few hours from now, the Super Eagles will face Cameroon in the World Cup qualifier. Is there any need for us to worry, or are we likely to see the boys sustain the positive momentum?
Yeah, of course. I think the boys did very well on Friday, so every footballer in Nigeria knows that there's really nothing to worry, you know. Our performance on Friday brought about the good old days when we used to see the Super Eagles withstand any pressure or opponents anywhere, you know, in the world. You know, so what happened on Friday actually have given Nigerians a new attitude, you know, towards the team. I think there's nothing to worry if the boys come out smoking the way they did on Friday in Yaounde today. I think every Nigerian will have cause to smile.
What combination of results will favor the Super Eagles today, or possibly, you know, see them to qualify with 2 games left?
Yeah, if you ask me, I'll tell you a win will further boost our chances. We have 9 points. Zambia have got 4, who are closest to us. We have a 5-point gap. But if we win today in Yaounde, we're going to get maximum 12 points from 4 games, which is the highest among the African qualifiers. And for me, that would be a very great result. The Lions will come out smoking, they'll be wounded. I call them the helpless cubs now, because Lions are usually not easy to beat. But what happened in Uyo on Friday actually showed that, yes, we can do it. So if they get the maximum 3 points today in Uyo, in Yaounde, I think we are good to go for the African qualifiers of the World Cup. We can smile. We can go to the World Cup. The boys are ready to go.
Of course, while the Super Eagles are smiling, what happens to Cameroon? Because as it is now, it shows that they're not smiling as far as qualification goes.
Yeah, of course, what goes around comes around. You recall in 1990, it was the same Cameroonian Lions who stopped Nigeria from going to the World Cup. You know, we were all shedding tears, you know, down here in Nigeria. So this time they really have to know what it means, you know, to hit someone else very hard. 3 times they've beaten us in the finals of the Nations Cup, and now this is actually the first time. We've played 20 times. We've won 12 of those games, but Cameroon have beaten us 4 times, and out of those 4 times, they have actually inflicted serious defeats on us. They beat us 3 times in the AFCON finals and then stopped us from qualifying for the World Cup. This is one of our major defeats against them. Victories rather against them. So I think they should know what it means to inflict defeat on someone. Now the Eagles are giving back to them what they gave to us in the past.
Yes, indeed. We hope the Eagles give them what they gave us in the past. But what if Nigeria loses this game? What's likely going to happen?
Well, God forbid. But of course, if a loss comes, we are still the leaders. If we lose today and Zambia goes ahead to beat Algeria, well, they're going to have 7 points and will still remain online, and the Cameroonians will be on 5 points. So we're still the leaders. So anything can still happen. Zambia is going to come to Nigeria, and I think that's the game. We beat them away, so head-to-head, we're ahead of them. Then we're going to go to Algeria. We beat them here 3-1, which is equally very good for the Eagles. So head-to-head, Nigerians have the Eagles are soaring ahead of all the other teams. So mathematically, we are still on course, even if we lose today, which I don't see it coming, because the guys are raring to go. We have a Mikel who's doing very well coming back from injury. We have an Adjoin Gallo who is bullish, though there are fears of injuries and all of that. We have a Victor Moses who is roaring all over the place. In fact, I would even say the Eagles are the Lions now, because they're doing everything that Lions should do. So I think for me, even if we lose today, we've got a team that could still go ahead, but I don't see them losing.
Yes, indeed. And as the Eagles prepare for the match this evening, what's likely going through their minds at this time?
Of course, they are well beefed up. There have been certain areas which I feel, as a sports analyst, they can actually take care of. But the boys, everybody want to play. But I think our left back has really been shaky. Ederson Echejile hasn't been as strong as other members of the team. But we have an Olaiyan, the Chelsea player loaned to Hull, who's just been cleared by FIFA to play for Nigeria. He was born in the UK to Nigerian parents. I think if that young man comes in, everything will be able to be near perfect in the team. And I equally think the boys are all in high spirits. They want to come out. They want to show Nigerians that, yes, we want to make you proud. Football is one of the major unifying factors in Nigeria, and these boys know what it means to their families, to their friends, and to every Nigerian, what victory today would portend for the country.
Now, let's look at the bigger picture now. I mean, why all this is happening? It's the World Cup in Russia. With what we're seeing now, how do you think the boys are likely to perform at the World Cup?
Yeah, of course, Nigeria have always been, though we are not the best team, and we've not been the best team at the World Cup as far as Africa is concerned. We've gotten to the second round in all the tournaments we've gone, apart from one in 2002 where we crashed out in a group stage. But I think with the newfound verve, with the newfound energy, with the newfound team spirit and unity that we've seen, if we make it to Russia, hopefully next year, I see a new Super Eagles. We've got a lot of talent. We've never lacked talent. There are so many out there who could probably even do better than the guys who are there now. So if we eventually qualify for the World Cup, I see a lot of boys coming in. There's going to be challenges. It's high time at least an African team gets to the semi-final of the World Cup. And I see this set of Super Eagles doing that next year in Russia.
Thank you very much, Tana Ayejina, Punch newspaper sports correspondent, for coming on the program. And that's our program today. Thank you for watching. I am BC Adebayo.